Hey guys, it's Chatters here. Welcome back to Stories Path of Destinies. So, where the hell did we get to last
parted
time?
over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced, or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor.
Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yeah, so that was it. So what's basically, turns out, Lupino is a traitor, which I actually thought was pretty cool. So we've got, obviously, going back to the Lupino route, the Sky Ripper or the Temple. So that's...
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Basically, Lapino, turns out that, Lapino was a traitor, which is pretty cool. Obviously, Renato dies, but, because rabbits are snakes. But it doesn't actually tell you what happens to Zenobia, afterwards, which is pretty sad. So perhaps, I don't know, I mean, I reckon if you replay, if you replay the first bit but then do the other choices, you might then get different, I don't know, it's most likely what would happen, so.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lapino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper?
Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
No idea.
A chest that shiny deserved to be opened.
This game probably does require you to, end up going back through the old choices that you made. It's a good job I didn't actually go down that way. So. Happy days! Don't get me wrong, it's been quite a few days since I've actually played this.
And this is why heroes are called dashing, Renato thought. See? Dashing? Get it?
Haha. So I can't build anything. Sweet. So let's have a look. Yeah, well, last thing I played, I believe, was Killing Floor, and that was at like 2 o'clock in the morning. so, yeah, so that was kind of a rookie mistake on my end. But oh well, what can I do? Shank. Oh my god, there's a lever.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
Fucking doorknobs. Oh no. Yeah, is it? I don't know. Like, I always get this. So it's like people are like, oh, how do you pronounce lever? And I'm like, ooh, it's lever. And it's like, no, it's pronounced lever.
The people who built this castle,
And
did
I'm
they
like,
even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one.
but yeah. You might have noticed as well that
Renato
I've
felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
So yeah, so what you may have noticed, I've like turned down the graphics, just because whenever I like would seem to attack like an enemy, my frames would just drop. No idea why. I don't know if it's because of my I don't know if it's because of the whatchamacallit, of my graphics card, or if it was, you know, or if it's just anything else, but hey ho, it's the price I've got to pay, unfortunately. So skills, what skills? That could be useful. Yeah, why not?
Swell. He'd always wanted to do that.
As well, I'll just get that. Might as well. Can't really go wrong with a bit of countering every now and then. No wrong at all. Hey. Okay. Okay, well, to be honest,
These were really very well made,
it's still happening, so I don't know if it's a game or if it's anything else. Oh god. I've literally forgotten like how to kill these guys. Oh, not like that then. There we are, that's how you do it. So you dash and then you counter. There we go. Cool. Yes, this breaks some tables. Ooh, and a bench. Ooh, and a barrel. Ooh, there we go. Just always some ore. Wonderful wunderbar. Oops.
A chest full of old banana peels. There had to be more. There was.
What? Okay. Well, that just made like no sense. Oh, what is this? Truth behind Sky Ripper, shrouded in thick fog, most believable tale of its transcendent emperor. Use Sky Ripper to banish Iblis, then the Transcendent Emperor bear your weapon and vanish. Was it self-imposed exile to rip the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Sky Ripper and Iblis, have a deeper connection than just a weapon its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis stone. Perhaps I will worry they will also cause the Sky Ripper to resurface. If that's the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is invaluable. A bargaining chip should the old ones described as double cross to me. It's in their nature to try. But gods are predictable. I can rely on that. Be always one step ahead, Emperor. Something. Isengrim 3. Secret journal.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
Hey, nice pun. But then I'm davishly... Oh, fuck. Davishly hot. Because I've got a quote-unquote hot sword. Right. Anyway, onwards. Oh. God. Funny, because it's like, what, in that other
These
place.
things really slice like ham.
What? Yeah, in that other place, you don't really see them. Like laser eyeball thingamaboy. See, I've forgotten like what they're called. Woo. There we go. I need out of here. Whoops. Where am I going?
Hey, who do I have to kill to get a drink around here? You? Okay.
Shank. Ah! Don't. Let me. Oh, come on, game. There we go. That's one way to go. Goodbye. Oh. Goodbye. I didn't actually knock you off, but instead I murdered you. Still a win in my book.
Ah, a puzzle.
Oh, fucking
Bernardo loved
puzzles.
puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out. On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Oh, look. Achievement. Ow. Oh. So much for my perfect run. Ugh, wrong one. There we are. Ow. If I knew that there was going to be loads of annoying...
Bernardo felt new powers ready to blossom within him, or something.
Nice. Ooh, hello. Sweet. Just got a gem. Gems are rare items that boost your capabilities.
That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who'd been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
I think the dialogue is different because we're obviously I've already played through the Yeah, but whatchamacallit. Right. What to get? Yeah, why not? Let's get that. Just something. Ooh, oh. Is this? Nah.
There it was. Sky Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams,
Really?
anyway.
Well,
The
that's
device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Let's have a look. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So. Yeah, why not?
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Obviously. As in, not really, but let's go anyway. Because why the fudge not? Loading. Ooh, music.
Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
No, that did not. Get the Sky Ripper. Right then, let's go. What is this? Okay. Well, okay. I have literally just jumped down a well. That's a hole in the ground. Number one dad joke right there.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Do. Ah, no. Wow. Oh. Okay. Shank. Oh, really? Shankity shank. Shank. Yeah.
there were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Ooh. Shank, shank, shankity, shank, shank, shank. No, you sod. Oh, well. We are. Whew, that was close. Almost died. Is there like just gonna be a time where am I not gonna die anymore? Ah. Really?
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus.
Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move.
There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Well. Interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's that is probably all I'm gonna play for tonight. Yeah. We'll see this. I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's good in a way. That obviously where I've already done one of the stories, but it's kind of like ruining, like, I don't know, but I mean, it's like the different dialogue is kind of a bit meh. So, but well, not to worry. Anyway, appreciate you guys are watching. Yeah, I'll definitely try and get some more of this, because why not? So, righto, anyway, I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.